Hey guys, Jonathan Kane here again. This one goes out for all the high school seniors out there. We're going to be sitting down and going through our scholarship application process here at the Noble County Community Foundation today. So don't worry, don't stress about this. Just relax, calm down, sit with your laptop. We're going to go through this step by step. I'm going to show you guys everything you need to get started, where to go, where to find things, actually go through the application with you, and even handle the references process that we go through so that you can make sure it's smooth sailing as you're applying for scholarships, which I know lots of us out there need. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to hop on over to our website, noblecountycf.org. You're going to come to our homepage here. You're going to go up to the top where it says scholarships and look for Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship or just apply for a scholarship. Now there's two types of applications you might fill out here. We have one specifically for the Lilly Scholarship and the other one is just for general scholarships. This tutorial video is going to basically work for both of them. The only differences really are going to be a few essay questions and some GPA requirements and things like that. So doesn't matter which type you're applying for, just try to stay with me as we're going to go through this and it should give you a pretty good idea of what you need to do. So we're going to click on the Lilly Scholarship one. And that's going to take us to an information page. Go ahead and scroll down. There's lots of information you can read here, but you're going to want to click on Apply Now. Something I would recommend doing before you start is reading through all the criteria for your scholarship. Doesn't matter which one it is, you're going to want to know what you're going to need to apply. I would also recommend go ahead and get your transcript ready. You're going to need that from your high school. And the best way to do that is to get a PDF document from your school. That way you can upload it easily on our website. So here we are on the Lilly Scholarship page. There's lots of information there you can read, but down here is the actual application part. All right, most important part of this whole video. If you don't hear anything else, hear me on this. You must create an account if you want to save your work. You must create an account if you want to even submit your application. It's really easy. The way you do that is you go up here to where it says log in or register. First time you're going to click register and then just fill out your username, email address, password, and this down here just makes you sure you're not a robot. So you do that and you're going to go ahead and click on register. So once you have that account registered, you'll be able to log out and log back in as you are working through this. That means if you can only do a little bit right now, you can save, log out, come back later, log in, and it'll just be like you left it. If you don't do that, your progress is going to disappear and it's going to be really frustrating. So make sure you make an account. Okay guys, something really important really fast, okay? So once you've made your account, you're going to notice at the bottom of every page it's going to say you can save your progress. I'm telling you, do that as much as you possibly can. And if you're done for the day, but you're not done with your application totally, here's what you got to do. You're going to want to save your progress, so click save, and you have to log out every time. And once it's saved and you're done for the day, go to where it says click here to log out a form. You're just going to click that and it's going to sign you out. That way, the next time you want to keep working on your application, you just go to log in and everything is there just the way you left it. This is really important, guys. You don't want to lose 30 minutes, 40 minutes of work for not saving, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's say we're ready to start our application finally. We're going to log in with all of our username and password information that we've already set up, and we're going to do that. So you'll log in. Now, this is important here, your email address. This part here is important because when you're done with your application, it's going to send you an email with your ID number and a link to send to your references. So keep that in mind. So go ahead and fill in your email address here. And once you do that, move on down. This part one here is just basic contact information, birth dates, phone numbers, address, city, all for you, but also we're going to need, as you see down here, your mother and father's information as well. So that might be something else to collect ahead of time too. That would be nice. Know your occupations of your parents, their contact information. You're going to need to list all of that in here, as you can see. So once you've moved through that, you're able to click next, and we're going to move on to part two, which is basically school performance and future plans. So this is where you're going to put in your transcript. You can see down here. So the first thing you're going to see here is you need to attach your transcript. So you're going to choose that, you're going to look for it, you're going to find your transcript, and you're just going to simply attach it there. Make sure you fill in all of your information there, graduation year, things like that, your rank, and your GPA. Now, this is important. No rounding up is allowed with GPAs. So if you have a 3.79, it has to be a 3.79. The Lilly Scholarship just changed where you have to have at least a 3.8 .80 to apply. So go ahead and put it in that format. Say your GPA is a 3.95. You put it in there. Also, your SAT scores can go down here. Just simply fill those in. Or if you didn't take the SAT but you took the ACT, feel free just to go ahead and type in your score there as well. Down here, this is your diploma type. So if you don't know which type of diploma you're trying to get, talk to your guidance counselor. She'll be able to help you out, he or she. So go ahead and select that one. And then this is just, we're interested about what you're going to be doing in college. So just fill in what your major is going to be and the college you plan to attend. Your type of degree you're going after. If there's other, you can explain that. Important here, are you going to be receiving 21st Century Scholarship? We need to know that at this point. Or if you have plans to go into the military, just let us know about that too. So once you've filled that out, you're ready to go on to part 3, which is your community service activities. Now this may look a little overwhelming right here. There's a lot of blanks, but it's really simple. Look, they do it in blocks of 4, right? You've got the actual activity that you did. So they have a sample there, helped with Christmas families. Maybe you cleaned a yard for someone. This is where you put what organization you did it with. So maybe it was your student council or National Honor Society. The years you participated in, you just need to let us know, was this your freshman year? What year was that? Sophomore year, junior year? And then who was in charge of that organization? So it might be a teacher or a guidance counselor or something like that. It's the same format for all 10 of these little sections. You just go through and fill in as many as apply, and when you're ready for that, you move on to the next step. All right, now we're ready for part 4, which is volunteerism. As you can see, it's the exact same format as what we just did with community service. You're going to put in what you did as your activity. So maybe you organized some sort of food drive. Who did you do that for? Was it a church or your school? Let us know. Again, the years that you participated and who was your supervisor. That way, if we need to check up on things, we can do that. Again, you can fill in as many as you like, up to 10. And as you do that, move down to the bottom and just click next to part 5, which is extracurricular activities and work experience. As you can see, again, another one just like that same type of format. This one does have 5 blanks instead of 4. As you can see, we've got what your actual activities or work experience was. So maybe it was an internship with Deco. What was your position? Like, what was your job title while you were there? Could be marketing intern or something like that. What years did you do that? If it's a range, make sure you list all of those years for us. And then did you win any awards, anything special sort of recognition that we should know that you got that would be good to put on your application? So you could say best employee ever. And then just fill in your boss's name. Again, you can do that up to 10 jobs. I hope you haven't had 10 jobs up to this point, but if you do, go ahead and fill them right in there. Again, this is also extracurricular activities too, so keep that in mind. So this could be things like, student council or National Honor Society or FFA, anything like that. Feel free to put in these blanks. Once you're done with step 5, move on to step 6, which is the essays. The fun part that everybody loves. Well, you're lucky because now it's all typing. You don't have to write it out anymore. So you should see their responses must be 125 to 250 words in length. Try to keep it around that area. As you can see for this particular application, there's 3 essay questions here. So take your time. I would recommend typing out your essays in a Word document first. Read over them, proofread, spell check, all of that, and then paste them into your box. But you can just put all sorts of text inside these essay boxes. Make sure you take your time in thinking about your answers as you go through it, but just fill out each one down here. Remember, the key is to be concise but powerful in what you say. Once you're done with your essays, it gets pretty easy now. We're just in the final few steps. Next is references, but I will warn you, this is not the time where you contact your references, okay? Hear me out on this. This is where you're going to list who the references are that you're going to contact. Remember, these are 2 people of your choice. One person is allowed to work in the school corporation. One person is not allowed to work in the school corporation. You have to find somebody else. So go ahead and fill out all of their contact information through here. It also would be nice to tell the references that you'll be contacting them soon. So once you've done that, move on to the next step, This is the easy one. This is just the certification and the signature step. Basically, it's like a mini contract. Just read through all of these things here. And then down here at the bottom, just type in your name as your signature, and you're ready to click submit. Now please, whatever you do, click save before you submit. Once you are ready to submit, go ahead and click it. It's going to send an email to your email account. In that email are two very important things. The first is your ID number. Listen very carefully. Your ID number will not be locked in until you hit that submit button. And your references need that ID number to send your references in for you. So whatever you do, submit first, references later. So once you've submitted, go ahead and go to your email, read the message. And what I would recommend is just put together two little short, friendly, personal emails to your references. First, include your ID number. They're going to need that. And also the little website link to the reference form. Just paste that into your email and send them off, and your work is done. Just make sure you're checking up on your references to make sure they actually did complete the form. So with that, the process will be totally done. We'll pass off the scholarship information to the scoring people, to the judges, and then it'll go from there. So if you have any questions at any time, feel free to email us here at the foundation. Jennifer's the one you're going to want to talk to. Her email address is jennifer@noblecountycf.org, or feel free to call if you have questions as well. So good luck, guys. Just relax as you're going through it. Make sure you don't put it off to the last minute, and do your best to craft the best possible essays and application you can, because scholarships are really important, guys, and I wish you the best as you go about applying for them. See you later.